People, deluded. I know you've seen the Premier League fixture list. I know you've been waiting on my vid. I finally got in from work and we can speak about it. Now, I was close, people. I said we're going to play Liverpool in August and Salah's going to do his thing. I thought we'd get them on the first day of the season. Funny how they get Norwich and that. But it's mad. The fixture list is tough. First and foremost, you look at our first 10 games, people. Half of them are away from home. Forgive me if I'm wrong and I've miscalculated it. That's the first thing that struck me. Away form or improving our away form is the very... On top of the defensive aspects, or when they tie in together, that's the one thing we need to get right. And we need to be ready from the jump, because we're going to Newcastle. We beat them, but if you remember, that weren't exactly an easy game. And yeah, man, hopefully them Arab guys who were talking about buying the club, they're not involved with Newcastle by the time we played them. And whoever is out there in that first 11... you need to go out there and do it, because you need to start the season off strong. How many times have we... When last did we actually win at home on the first game, or win our first game of the season anyways, people? I'm so sure I've got a statistic. Where is it? I'm sure I saw it on Twitter. About 1 in 9 or something. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I saw a stat. Yeah, Arsenal have won just 2 of their last 9 Premier League opening fixtures. Winning 2, drawing 3, losing 4. Liverpool must have skenged us enough for them, people. But yeah, man, like, it's a shock. Obviously, for me, we've got 10 games away from home. Well, 10 for our first 10 games, 5 are at home, 5 are away from home, people. The December to January period is tough, people. We've got Manchester City, we've got Chelsea twice, we've got United, and we've also got 3 home games that month. Also, we ain't seen the fixtures, but you need to also factor in when it will happen. I don't know, but the Europa League fixtures and all of these sort of things, people. So December and January is a tough period. I feel we've got a mixed start. November to December, we need to get through it, people. The fixture pile up in the Europa League will be there. When August starts, you just need to work on August to December, people. December to January, which I've just said is going to be the hardest period. You need to come out in January the 31st or whenever. And then it's in this January till April. You still need to be in with a fight at the top 4, whatever we're trying to do. And then from April to May, it's the last furlong. Like you saw last season, when it was the last furlong from April to May and we had it in our hands. Like I told you at the start of last season, we fumbled it. You fumbled it. Learn these lessons. Learn your lessons from away games. Learn your lessons from not shutting out teams well, not starting against teams well, not starting in away games well, not defending well, not coping with pressure when you see other teams drop points, because there's no hiding in place. Personally, I think it's going to be more of the same, and that's not me being pessimistic. I just personally haven't seen anything, obviously, at this moment in time to think anything's going to change beyond just new season, new start optimism. Some people love me, some of you hate me, because I don't mix my words with these things. If I told you, if there's manure on is that the right word? I'm trying to be professional. Manure on the walls. I'm not gonna tell you it smells nice in here, people. Why would I? It doesn't make sense. Telling the truth gets you hated. But let's take a deeper look at the fixture period, man. I have a funny feeling we're gonna need to take 4 points in April, if I remember rightly, when I was looking in my lunch break. But our season starts live on Sky Sports against Newcastle away from home. We've got Burnley at home after that. They're not going to be easy and make it tough for us. Boy, if we can get 6 points in our first 2 games, they'd be good, because we've got Liverpool at Anfield. Now, again, another away game. Two of our first 3 games are away from home. No excuses. I'm sure many people, of course, I'm going to back my team, but many people expect Liverpool to beat us in that game like they do in almost every August or in general. But it's all about performance in that game. After that, we've got Spurs at home. Admittedly, the Spurs London derby thing's coming very early, but we've got to do what we've got to do in that month, people. Like I said, there's no excuses. So you've got 2 of the top. We're meeting 2 of the top 6 in the first month, people. We've got 2 away games within the first month. We've got Burnley at home, who are going to make it tough for us, people. So there's no excuses. We need a performance in September. And again, we need to do what we need to do. We've got Watford away from home. We've got Aston Villa, who've just been promoted. Expect to take points in that, but knowing that, they might cause us a shocker. I want to win at Manchester United, at United away from home. The players let Unai Emery and the fans down at that game. Like I said very early on, we've got to go to Anfield, we've got to go to Newcastle, we've got to go to Old Trafford, a place we ain't won in how long? What was it, like 06 when Gilberto Silva or Adebayor in the yellow kit scored for us? Obviously the FA Cup, but specific to Prem. I want to win in that game. I want to win. I want to see performances at Anfield. I'm not saying we need to win, and obviously I want to win, but I'm not saying like it's all over if we win. I want to see performances, soldiers, apologies, in the trenches sort of thing. If we lose, we lost to the better men, or I don't condone it, but the ref being dumb. We never lost because we're switching off from set pieces or midfield runners or the typical things that have been the theme of our football club, sadly, of recent in the last 3 years, including Emre's first year and the last 2 Wenger years, as much as I got time for Emre and things like that. But October, need to do what we need to do. You need to get 9 points, people. You've got Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and you've got Palace. Palace beat us at home, so we've got to respect them. Bournemouth can play ball, and you'd expect to beat these promoted sides, but you never know, because again, that's away from home, people. We need to move serious. November sees us Wolves at home, where we dropped points. We lost 4 points. Well, we didn't lose 4 points against Wolves. We got a point, and we dropped however many points mathematically against them, man. They took 4 points off us, is what I meant to say. We've got Leicester away. What happened to us there, people, in November? We've got Southampton at home. Now, I'm normally confident in games like that. I'm not trying to jinx anything. We've got Norwich away from home. So we need to do what we need to do. But again, away games. Now, there's no excuses. These players play in this league year in, year out. There's no excuses. Will it be tough? Yes. Will we drop points at times? Yes. Will there be times where we should have done this and done that and tactics and this? Yes. All that matters is from August to December, getting into the new year with a shout and getting out of January within the top 4. There's no excuses. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. It's going to be filled with injustice and things like that. We went on the 22 unbeaten run last season, but it all starts from zero. It all starts from zero. These players need to go into this season, on one hand, think we only missed out by a point, but on the other hand, we might have mathematically only missed out on top 4, forgive me if I'm wrong, by a point, but we know it's not really a point. In my head anyways, and in you lot's head, mathematically it says that, but we know there was numerous occasions we could have cemented this, and the players have specific references. It's about remembering this, using this pain as fuel to fuel you on for a better season. I said this last year, and I've said it again. So we'll see. Seeing is believing. We've got, December, like I said, you've got Bournemouth at home, you've got West Ham away, where we lost. City beat us at home. City's probably a free hit at this moment in time, to be fair with you. Hopefully we do our thing. Everton away from home, which we need to turn up for. Bournemouth away from home, which we need to turn up for. Chelsea on the 28th of December. We've got Chelsea, and then we've got Chelsea in January as well. So it's a big month. December to January is a big month, people. I've just said we're meeting in December alone 2 of the top 6. January, we've got United and Chelsea alone. We've got Palace away from home and Sheffield at home. Now, we beat United at home. Chelsea we lost away, and Palace we lost. Palace I can't even remember. Palace we dropped points. It was 1-1. But Palace is a tough ground for me personally to see us go to. January, my United fan friends are watching, man. United will do this. Listen, that's one team I'm going to be fickle on. United, we're going to do this thing against United, innit? But on a serious note, United, Palace, Sheffield United and Chelsea, it's a bit all, people. And you got to remember, before the United one, we would have played Chelsea on the 28th, people. And before that, we would have had, sandwiched in between that, we would have had to go away from home 2 games in 5 days, essentially, quickly, in Everton and Bournemouth. And before that, we've got City. And then West Ham, we were going to turn up for no reason before City. So it's a tough period, people. Of course, we need to remember, television, big folks, their games will be moved and things will start happening with the Europa League and teams in the champs and games to be televised, and maybe if it snows, games will be off, and we need to factor in these sort of things, people, but we can only deal with what we're seeing now. So January is a bit peak. That period is peak, people. So from now, these players have to be. I know it's not even sunny, because it should be sunny because it's June. But these players got to be thinking about how cold it is in December, because it's not going to be. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough going Palace away in January. Sorry, people. It's going to be tough playing West Ham away from home in December. Bournemouth at home is going to be tricky, where Bournemouth did their thing against us last year. People, the beauty of the Premier League is anyone can beat anyone, but you need to be up for it. It's August now, and why do I keep saying August? It's gonna be August then. It's June now, and it's all summer and that. But these lot should be picturing how cold it is on that pitch in December and things like that in January, and think about how it feels when you play in the freezing cold. The fans are booing you, and you did not get 3 points. Obviously, we will not go unbeaten and invincible. We're the only club that did that in the league, though. But they need to remember that pain, and they need to think about how it made them feel, and they have to want to be on the better side. They have to want to be on the winning side. They have to really fear failure. There's no excuses for no one, not Emery, not the players, not the backroom staff. There's no excuses next season. There's no excuses. There was no excuses last season. There's no excuses this season, people. There's no excuses. Moving on, February sees us play Burnley away from home. We welcome Newcastle in the return fixture at home. Everton at home, and then we've got to go to the Etihad and play Manchester City. So we just can't get a break from these top 6 games. March, West Ham at home, Bournemouth and Southampton away. Brighton and Southampton away now. We lost to Brighton and we lost to Southampton, and you're never confident against Southampton, and we've been dropping silly points since Brighton have been promoted there. So again, these players should be looking at this and thinking, let's fix up and pattern. Yeah, people can look at Brighton and say that's a game we should be winning, and yeah, on the stature of the two clubs, but games are not won on paper. You need to earn the right to beat teams in the Premier League, and most teams have been up for it against us. We need to be up for it. April, my birthday month, the best month, Aries gang, sees us play Norwich at home. Max Aaron's watch, if he's still there and he ain't gone United by then. Wolves away from home, Leicester at home, and then the big one on the 25th, we go down the road from my house and we go to New Wembley or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or whatever they call it, the Chick King Stadium, whatever Spurs call their stadium now. We meet them on the 25th, and that's the fixture. That's the biggest game in the Premier League. Obviously, Arsenal on a bit of a madness, but that's the real derby in this, and we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose. That's a game you can't lose. That's a game you cannot lose. And then straight after that, whoa, well done, randomised computer. You surely don't like Arsenal, man. You must be a Spurs fan, but you done us dirty. Again, after Spurs, we've got Liverpool in May on the 2nd, and then we've got Aston Villa at home. Our season ends against Watford at home, which isn't going to be easy. So, people, I know it's cliche and there's no easy games in the Premier League, and it's cliche for me to say the hard work starts now. The hard work should have started in that dressing room against Chelsea when we lost. People, there's no excuses. These players can make tweets and say back on top, hopefully they're not at the club, and say things and all of these mad things. All that we're going to see is sitting in this position in a years from now and seeing what's actually done. The time for talking is done. The time for talking is rubbed. I love my football club, but talking is a free currency, and there's individuals within that squad and in general that talk a very good game. But at the end of the day, you've got to cut through the nonsense and go out there and walk the walk. And yeah, at times we've shown it, but more often than not, we failed. We bottled it, essentially. As much as I love my club, and you lot know me, I don't rant and rave and things, and I don't want to harm any future prospects, but I tell it like it is. I'm not going to pull any punches. We bottled it. We didn't expect us last season to get top 4. We found ourselves in a good position, and we bottled it. That's not me harping on about last season. That's me telling you facts, people. Now these players should review them games, review the periods they lost, because they'll all think they were lost. They all probably will think they lost it at different points. For Lacazette, he might have felt we lost it in X game. Socrates might have felt we lost it in this game. It's about talking this stuff out, thinking how it, personally, for me, the psychological aspect, how did this make you feel? We know how it made you feel, but how did it make you feel? How does it make you feel when these fans and these journalists are saying you got no heart, you got no this, you got no that? Prove them wrong. You had your chance last season. A lot of you are playing for your futures. A lot of you should be gone. A lot of you will probably be here. A lot of you are playing for your futures. And I genuinely believe some of these players in the squad are playing for their futures in the top divisions, not alone Premier League and these things there. But that's me done, man, in regards to the fixture list, man. Beauty of the Premier League, people, and them thing there. But on that note, people, DG, I'm out. Thank you for watching and rocking with the guy as usual, man. It means a lot. Thank you. I'm out. God bless. Stay safe, my guys.